Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you got? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Just 2 months stand between Terence "Bud" Crawford and the most dangerous career-defining night of his life, and now, a flood of leaked training footage has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Crawford, the man many thought might be outgunned at 168 pounds, is revealing a side of himself that few expected, a side that looks ready to shock not just Canelo Alvarez, but the entire sport. This comes right after one of the most heated press conferences boxing has seen in years. A face-off so fiery it ended with a shove that set the internet ablaze. Since that tense moment, Crawford's preparations have taken on a whole new level of intensity, and here's where it gets more intriguing. Fans can't stop talking about Crawford's surprising claim in a recent Ring magazine video that featured Dana White, Tom Brady, Shaquille O'Neal, and Canelo himself. When Brady asked how hard he was training, Crawford said, straight-faced, "I'm not training hard. I'm not even training really." A shocker, right? But was it honesty or a perfectly played mind game designed to lure Canelo into a false sense of security? Especially now, with massive cash bonuses on the table, $1 million reward for a great performance.
Canelo got a great resume. You know, I'm not going to take it away from him. He's fought a lot of great champions, but, you know, at the age that he fought him in, you know, nah.
And an eye-watering $5 million bonus for a knockout. Stakes have never been higher. Every move counts. Every word counts. The press conference in Riyadh wasn't just hype. It was pure drama. Tensions had been building for weeks, but when Crawford and Canelo finally went face-to-face, the mask of respect dropped. Canelo, the bigger man, stared down at Crawford with icy confidence. Crawford, unflinching, met him eye to eye. Words were exchanged. Hard words, promises of destruction. And then came the shove. The shove wasn't just physical. It symbolized the boiling point of their rivalry. The shove said, "This isn't just business anymore." And from that moment, it felt like something changed in Crawford.
Point on the body, point on the shoulder. That's good, Liz. Got you. Okay, that's one. Shut up. You're going to 5. We're going to 5. I got you. No, it's done. We got each other. No, I said shoulder back.
Calm, calculating champion who had played it cool was gone. What followed? A Crawford who no longer wanted to talk, just a Crawford ready to fight. A Crawford who, judging by the leaked footage, is pushing himself harder than ever. In that now viral Ring magazine video, Terence Crawford sat next to legends and icons, Brady, Shaq, Canelo, Dana White, and delivered one of the most unexpected answers of his career. When Brady asked about his preparation, Crawford coolly said, "I'm not training hard. I'm not even training, really." It caught everyone off guard. Was Crawford serious? Or was it the ultimate poker face? He explained. He didn't want to risk burnout. "When I go in the gym, I give my all. I don't want to overtrain. I want to save it all for the fight."
You know, they was already on a decline, some of them, you know, and when he didn't, you know, you see what happened. You know, he fought Laura, you know, and I thought Laura beat him.
Crawford hinted that he'd rather peak at the right time, avoiding the fate of fighters like George Kambosos Jr., who over so much he ended up hospitalized. But here's the twist. That video was filmed long before Canelo's last fight in May. Since then, the signs are undeniable. Crawford has shifted gears. The man who once said he wasn't training hard is now leaving no doubt he's not coasting. He's building towards something explosive. The recent leaked training clips tell a completely different tale than Crawford's calm words suggested. Shot inside the iconic Mike Tyson Gym, the footage shows Crawford in full beast mode. He's tearing into the heavy bag with precision and fury, gliding through shadowboxing sequences with a mix of speed and power that looks terrifying at this new weight. His footwork, sharp, controlled, aggressive. His hands, blistering combinations that remind fans of his welterweight days. but with clear added muscle behind every punch. Physically, Crawford looks transformed. The wiry frame that dominated at 147 pounds has filled out with thicker shoulders, a stronger core, and legs that look built for explosive movement at 168. The reaction online was immediate. This isn't a man taking it easy. This is a man preparing for war. Roy Jones Jr., himself a legend who successfully jumped weight classes, couldn't believe what he saw. After watching Crawford's recent workouts, Roy said plainly, Canelo has clear advantages over Crawford. But Crawford's coming with so much confidence, and he's training like it. I saw some clips the other day, and this guy now hits harder than ever. His shape and speed make him look like it's still 147 for boxing.
It'll all be predicated upon how well Terence can take his punch. Yeah. And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity, and really ready to grab.
Coming from a man who knows what it takes to defy the odds across divisions, that's high praise. It suggests that Crawford isn't just adding weight, he's mastering it. His move up isn't about survival, it's about domination. Canelo Alvarez brings natural advantages into this fight that can't be ignored. Bigger frame, natural power at 168 and beyond, and a resume stacked with 39 knockouts across 4 divisions. He's a proven finisher, and many see his strength and size as too much for a former welterweight to handle. But recent performances have sparked whispers of doubt. His fight with William Skull, for instance, showed signs of struggle. He couldn't break Skull down, and questions about his stamina.
And with Canelo, I see a guy who not necessarily hungry, but loves to entertain, loves to give us the big fights. Always tries to give the big fights. He finds a way to give us big fights. Not gonna always win them, but he always tries to give them to us.
Resurfaced, some experts believe that if Crawford can survive the early rounds, where Canelo's size and strength are most dangerous, the balance could shift. As one analyst put it, the size advantage may fade after 4 or 5 rounds, then it comes down to skill, timing, and heart. If the stakes weren't already sky-high, Saudi power broker Turki Alalshikh just turned this super fight into a jackpot for warriors willing to risk it all. To ensure the fight delivers fireworks, Alalshikh is offering mind-blowing financial incentives, and both fighters are listening. Here's what's on the table: an extra $1 million for the fighter who puts on a great performance. This means no cruising, no coasting, just pure effort from bell to bell. A jaw-dropping $5 million bonus for whoever secures a knockout.
Performance bonus that night is going to be over 6 figures. We're still talking about it. So, yeah, it's going to be a big number, whoever wins the performance bonus of the night that night.
That's on top of their already massive purses. Think about what this means. This isn't going to be a careful, low-risk chess match. The fighters now have more reason than ever to go for the finish. For Crawford, a man who's already stopped 31 of 41 opponents, that KO bonus could be the perfect motivation to defy the odds at 168. And for Canelo, who has made a career out of dismantling challengers with power, the extra millions are fuel for his natural secan-destroy style. And it's not just the fighters taking risks. Big-name fans and YouTubers are backing their belief with serious cash. One voice, who has long championed Crawford's chances, just placed a bold $10,000 bet on Bud to pull off the upset, proving that confidence in Crawford is growing as the fight draws closer. As the clock ticks down to fight night, the boxing world remains deeply divided. Legendary names like Bernard Hopkins, Shane Mosley, and Oscar de la Hoya have been blunt. They believe Canelo's natural size, strength, and experience at 168 pounds will eventually overwhelm Crawford. They predict that while Bud may look competitive early, the physical difference will start to show by the middle rounds, and from there, Canelo's power will take over. But not everyone sees it that way. Figures like Timothy Bradley and Teddy Atlas, men who know what it takes to win at the elite level, have voiced the opposite view. They argue that Crawford's unique blend of timing, adaptability, and ring IQ could be the key to unraveling Canelo's game plan. To them, Crawford's skills are rare, the kind that can bridge the gap between size and strength. Some well-known boxing analysts and YouTubers echo that view, pointing to Bud's track record of figuring out opponents and breaking them down mentally and physically. And history backs up the idea that special fighters can rewrite the rules. Think of Roy Jones Jr. leaping to heavyweight to claim a world title, Thomas Hearns climbing weight classes and still finding success, even Canelo himself moving from middleweight to light heavyweight and stopping Sergey Kovalev. These are the moments that define greatness. The question is Crawford ready to join that rare company? Is he the next in line to pull off what many say can't be done?
¿Qué tiene que hacer Crawford para ganar la pelea contra Canelo subiendo de peso, como tú subiste de peso muchas veces?
Es una pelea muy dura, pero depende de cómo venga el hombre. Tiene que voltear y pararse, confundirlo.
Boxing icon Roberto Duran has studied this matchup closely, and his verdict is clear. Crawford can win, but only if he fights smart, unpredictable, and ruthless. According to Duran, the key isn't just to box or just to brawl, it's to constantly keep Canelo off balance. Duran's advice: mix it up. Brawl when Canelo expects you to box, then box when he's bracing for a slugfest. Force Canelo to guess wrong round after round. In short, don't let the Mexican superstar settle into his rhythm, because once Canelo finds his range and timing, his power becomes even more dangerous. It's a strategy built on deception, timing, and nerve. And if anyone in today's boxing world has those tools, it's Terence Crawford. His ability to switch stances, change speeds, and adjust mid-fight could be the X factor that makes Duran's blueprint a reality.
No, you're lying.
2 months, that's all that separates us from one of the most anticipated fights of this era. And at this point, there's no question that Terence Crawford is fully committed. The talk of light training, that's in the past. The leaked footage shows a fighter who's all in, sharpening every weapon in his arsenal, with millions in bonus, incentives waiting, and with history, legacy, and pride on the line, the stage is set for something unforgettable. Will Crawford's precision, patience, and skill allow him to conquer the size and strength of Canelo Alvarez? Or will Canelo, backed by experience and natural power, prove too much for even a generational talent like Bud? We want to hear from you. Is Crawford about to make history? Or will Canelo show why he rules 168? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned, because this is one fight you won't want to miss. Alright guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content. And check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.